Hello world, this is Zan playing Emmett Nicklin in Grippa's Blitz Defense, turn number 43. Let's go find out what happened. I know I've already been talking through Discord. I know I've been bamboozled. I'm not the happiest about it. So, the Phaeton captain claims the Throne of Misfortune, and someone else claims the Throne of Air. I don't know who that is. Grippa with makeup casts Teleport. An arrow hits my scout and kills him. And I have a battle in Terrace Peaks, which is my super combatant, Grippa in makeup, fighting off this big Phaeton army that was out of position and not supported. Alright, and as expected, I'm ending up with way too much fatigue to do this, correctly. Way too much fatigue, and I didn't have, a spell slot to do Earth Power or anything. But the end result is I have acceptable protection for a super combatant. My stats are crap. I'm exhausted. I have a lot of hit points, although I'm going to lose most of them due to the Dominion penalty, so I won't even be regenerating. Thankfully, I'm going to have a Lightning Spear and a Dancing Trident that can both repel. I'm not sure how it works when there's two of them, if it rolls separately for each. No idea. Kemper Flesh, most of the resistances, and importantly, Moss Body. And his job is don't die, while Foul Vapors does its thing on this entire Phaeton army of mostly non-sacreds, but the sacreds that are here are not resistant to poison anyways. The one worry I had in this fight were if these two mages here were on advance and cast, they could cast Lightning Bolt or Frozen Heart, which made it awkward to do either Stone Skin or Iron Skin. Eventually, I elected to just do Iron Skin and say, if they Lightning Bolt me, it sucks to suck. But it was really bad if they Frozen Hearted me. So, I mean, Lightning Bolt would stun me too, so it still sucks to suck. But, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no, cool attack animation for the full model of this guy. He just kind of sits there and you hear the Lightning Spear do its business. And yeah, all Vapors just suffocates the entire field. They'll all die to this horrible poison. Or retreat. Cool. Moving on, we find a broken maze in Faron. Cool beans. Not a lot of blood saves. This really sucks, but luckily you see up here my blood magic research is flying up. We see a battle of Sadist attacking Phaeton and Polgrave. He's just using a basic Marshmaster in the cold. Will that work? Yeah, he got it. Yeah, and now he's down for the count, but he got it. Well done. We have a battle in Terrace Peaks. So this is now, as I predicted, that there would be a reinforcing army, which is why I gave him now that second nature gem. Luckily, it's not too big. What did he cast? Oh, Wind Guide. It's not too big, but it's still something. And we're just going to repeat the same match and Foul Vapors to crap out of them. Excellent. And I think in both of those, I don't think I went through the thing. So in this one here, yeah, everything is pretty much dead. Pretty hefty loss. And then here again, another pretty hefty loss. We see another battle of Satis in Mag. So here we actually have some units. And that's going to run that over. Okay, and we have, this is what I was, I came and checked the turn earlier as the request of people in chat. So I've been fed bad information by Nabah. Or rather, information was withheld by Nabah, because this would have been pretty important to know that there were more Varks in the area. It would have been very important to know that there are more Varks in the area. 80 more Varks in the area. Absolutely decimate the Phaeton army, although the they take their Butcher's Block of Morvark Knights, their Pound of Flesh, because Thunderstrike is still Thunderstrike at the end of the day. And then I bump. And the big problem of me bumping, the biggest part on it is I wasn't scripted to deal with attack rear quickened Morvarks. If I was, these Jaguars would be on the flanks. Not that they would do much better, but it would prevent the shenanigans that occurs here. You see, they're coming in, and I do have this big buff ball, but if you notice, I'm kind of weak here in the back, and all my eagles fly away. Most of them come down, but it's still weak around my mages, and that's exactly what these Morvarks are aiming at. Everywhere else, like kind of in the back here, everything over there is dead. But the area here around my mages is not as well defended as it could be. Yeah, as trying to click my dudes. They're starting to rout, essentially, due to both, starvation and they're watching their leadership die. So this was just, overall, just an absolute disaster due to Nabaa withholding information from me. The whole reason I attacked Fascia was they have scouts everywhere, and they have this whole spiel on how close Fascia is to winning. And it turns out, if Ys and I hadn't attacked at the Throne of Misfortune, Fascia would have won right there and then. And I had no idea about this. If last turn I was thinking, okay, this just makes the most tactical sense in case Fascia has something up his sleeve. And Nabaa should have been able to tell me, hey, the Fascia Cloud Trapezed in and took this, and that there's Morvarks in the area. So I'm very much not happy about this result. Not that it's too terrible by any means. This is a ridiculous amount of losses for a nation that it has death scales and absurdly expensive cap only Morvark Knights. Whereas like my Eagle Warrior losses, I don't really care too much. It's not that bad. My Jaguar Warrior losses, yes, this is actually pretty critically bad. To the point where I'm actually not going to be recruiting them anymore. Because they ended up not killing much because in their first form they don't have enough attack density to harass things like Morvarks down the way Eagle Warriors do. And against, I guess, the nations that are present here, in almost every situation, I think the Eagle Warriors are going to do better with their multi-attack. The Mage, really, I mean, losing a Quaddle, that really hurts. The rest, not so much, except for the Crystal Mages. This one, that hurts my soul. They're slow to recruit out of only one location. So this is, to me, an absolute disaster in terms of losing these mages. And it all could have been prevented if I would have gotten better information from Nabaa. And now, in his position, he obviously wants everyone involved to lose, which is what happened. This only makes his position better. This only helps him, So he's not wrong to do this. But it still ticks me off a little bit. We have another battle in Underdark. This is the small force I left behind to kind of take over the fortress, and it encounters this. So we've got a cap-only mage, a bunch of bags of wine because he knows there is nothing in here. A nature mage, I guess cast Swarm. Is he tiny? He is tiny. Well, now he knows he should probably keep casting poison resistance too. Let me see. And and then I have, my other army moving in to Faircliff. Cool. Some bad events. A mage dies of disease in Cliffport, which we've known that was coming, so that's okay. All right, and now we get to the turn to actually look at the ongoings of everything that's happening here. I was going to send this guy to do, keep site searching everything else, but now his life is a lot more precious with the loss of the other crystal mages. His life's a lot more precious. I cannot keep just throwing him away like that. To that end, though, I do need to start pumping out Eagle Warriors out of wherever I can. Where'd you go? You can stay there. Trying to look for like the most useless possible mage I can find. You know, because they get horror marked and all that jazz. Okay. So now we're going to regroup in Exodothia with whatever I can muster. This is already what's in Exodothia. Okay. These guys were going to site search and retreat. Okay, Grip Both Makeup is going to change his script now to returning. Because Fascia might magic phase a bunch of counter thugs onto him. He can do that really easily, and I'm not interested. So he's also going to be returning to Exobothia or Mictlan itself. Doesn't particularly matter which one it is. And then we have this here, and I have to decide, can it take both of these armies? And I don't know the answer to that question. Not yet, at least. Still things I have to think about. Okay, can you cast some big quickness? You can just regular quickness. I can cast Quagmire. Yeah. Okay. So these guys are going. You go to Exobothia. Down here, got some eagles. Go to Exobothia. Up here, we'll come back to you. For now, everyone here just wait. Okay, so these are the last ones then. So let me leave them on defense. I can come back to them. Everywhere else, I need, again, just eagle production needs to be all over the place. And then it's just debate is, can I take Bergamum? Or can I take Underdark? So me coming here, I'm going to have 50, 65, 74 eagles plus 20. I'll have 100 eagles here. The problem is, Statistics can end up with Fascia's capital. That sucks. That really sucks. And I can't really take these out because I need those Eagle Warriors there. So yeah, the only immediate recovery that doesn't just hand over all of Fascia to Satis, who is by far the research leader, mind you, is me taking Fascia's capital, and I don't know if I can do that. Satis is just eating everything. Meanwhile, I'm over here messing around with this crap. This absolute dumpster fire that just happened. Shoot. Can I take on those Morvarks? I think so. Can I take on the Morvarks and then what's in here? 166 Colossi with the same exact script? I think so. Our supply usage is way too high to get back into Underdark. That is one that I know is a fact. So am I recruiting Nahwali everywhere? Good. Not here. Make me Nahwali. And if I guess the ones that are not moving, I could use a bag of wine. Oh, we got another Nature 3 random. How cool. What else could we use? That would be an important nature item. Thistle Mace would be important. And maybe just another cornucopia. Like an expensive bag of wine. which there is just, this item, but no. Okay, making earth boots. Trying to think. Can Grippa and Makeup beat up all those Morvarks? I don't think so. Not by himself, because they get on him too fast before he finishes the script. A full 5-turn script, Grippa and Makeup could absolutely tear those Morvarks apart. 3 spells or so, I'm not too sure about. Okay, trying to think. Is that safe in Ys's hands? Can Ys win the game? I don't think so. Absolutely not. Okay. So what's going to happen in Terrace Peaks is I'm going to get Cloud Trapezed. I'm going to get the ever-living crap Cloud Trapezed out of me. So I need to do is move from Faircliff, which has nice gem income, mind you, to Terrace Peaks to counter said Cloud Trapezing. And let me see something else. Can you... What? Jesus. With map move 14, can you reach Nicaea? Perfect. Okay. So I will be able to... I'm fine leaving this, and I swear to God, I will attack Nabla before this is over. But I need to get on top of Fascia yesterday. It's very important that I get on top of Fascia right now. Crap. Okay, so I'll have a big army in Terrace Peaks. I will have an army in Exobothia that can move on to Nicaea and take that. And then the rush is just, okay, the rush is getting Fascia's capital and then turning around and getting Bergamum and Underdark. Blue Beauty is something I will have to see what I end up doing about that silly province. Can I take it? Facts. But everything that goes in there has to be magic phased, like Grippa and Makeup. Because they're underwater, even if when my Dominion kind of overtakes it, Wrath of God or whatever is not going to work on killing them. So it is an interesting one, and I desperately need to get into Blood Magic. It's way too late for me, anyways, especially because Grippa and Makeup needed to come out swinging, essentially. He needs a helmet. Mind you, he needs a gosh darn helmet. I'll just build him this. No, not that one. He needs the ice protection helmet. So you can go back to building this. We'll find a water 1 somewhere, like this idiot. Give that to that guy. Give him the ice helmet. So I don't have to worry about Frozen Heart being a thing. Which means he can cast Stone Skin instead of Iron Skin and not be lightning vulnerable. Thunderbolts will obviously still ruin his parade, but okay. We've got all that in. These guys are all doing stuff and things. Can you do anything real big and useful? Not particularly. We almost lost the game there. If that didn't happen in Bergamum, if Ys didn't take Bergamum, or if I failed in taking Bergamum, that would have been game for Fascia. That was definitely an all-in. A few turns ago, Fascia had this humongous army, and it's all gone. And now Satis is going to just do as he wishes with the rest of them. Okay. I think that's it for now. I will see you guys on turn 44. Ideally, it won't be as eventful as this turn was. But yeah, see you guys next time.